chair over here during the evening, you get to enjoy the most beautiful and wonderful sunset in the whole Johor Bahru area. Welcome guys to Country Garden Danga Bay. It is one of the most valuable by Johor Bahru sea view property in the whole Johor Bahru, and I'll tell you why later on. So a little bit about today's video is that I'll be taking you guys to have a look at this block. This is the 16A block and it's recently been released, and it has the most wonderful unblocked sea view in the whole area. So a little bit knowledge about this area. Actually, Country Garden Danga Bay is a whole township that looks like this. And then we will be over here, and over this whole places there will be a lot of amenities, including commercial lots, shopping mall, movie, supermarket, and all those. Okay, and if you want to see more about it, you can click in my channel and then learn more about it. There's a tons of video about the surrounding here, and today we'll be visiting here and we'll be looking at 2, 3, and 3+1 bedroom. All of them are CV units. So without further ado, let's go and have a look, shall we? Okay, so before we go on to the block 16A, so this is the facility area, and then over there we have the children room, the yoga room, and over there we got a tennis court as well, some playground, and a gym room, and this is the children pool. The adults pool are on the other side, so it will be located on level 5. Okay, so another thing that you can see here is that the landscape is actually quite well done. You get to see more greeneries around here. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so right now I'm arrived at the first room type, which will be this one. This will be the type B, 2 bed, 2 bath, and it will be 2 bed, and it wouldn't have any yard, but you'll get like a very huge balcony. So let's go and have a look. So the whole area of this room type would be 808 square feet, and let's have a little bit of taste of the view. Voila! Amazing view. So this is a bit of surprise for this room type because you get to enjoy sea view and you get to enjoy the forest view. Alright, so over that area, that would be the protected forest of the Sultan. Okay, and over here would be the sea view, and that would be looking at directly at Johor Bahru area as well. That would be a bit more of the west side. Alright, so let's explore a little bit of this room type. So like I said, 2 bed, 2 bath. So master bedroom will be this side, and the smaller bedroom will be another side. Okay, so this is how the master bedroom looks. Okay, so full window down, aircon, and a wardrobe, and toilet full set is given as well. All right. Okay, and this is the second room. So second room, you will be given with a little bit of a special design here. This is the bay window. Underneath would be the aircon compressor. Some people ask me this question whether the compressor would be noisy. It depends, but most of my owner, if their compressor are serviced, there wouldn't be that problem. Okay, so this part, it will be the kitchen, and then the kitchen is like a U shape, okay, and window here so that your whole house would be very ventilated. Okay, so one of the nice things about this room type is that it is small and it is compact, but it's given with everything you need. The second thing that's not good about this room type is lack of yard, but that depends on personal preference whether you need a yard or not. If you don't, then this could be good. Okay, and the third thing I like about this room type, which is every other room type, is the ventilation design, because the door is here and the balcony is over there. So let's just say you install like a metal frame over here, you open this door, your whole house is going to be very busy. So this is one thing I would like to highlight for the Country Garden Danga Bay condo is the architectural design. It is moving towards a more squarish design. Unlike other condominium in Johor Bahru, most of them are longitudinal, so you get like a whole stretch of corridor and a lot of neighbors beside you. While in Country Garden Danga Bay, the design is such a way so you could only have like one neighbor for each of your house. So look at here, there's a cluster over there, and there's a cluster over here. So you only get like one neighbor each. Okay, so that's a good thing about privacy. And now we are going to have a look at this type, the type C. Okay, so we have one type B which have no yard area. This is a 2-bed 2-bath, and we're looking at a 2-bed 2-bath with a yard area and a wider kitchen. This one is 875 square feet. And let's have a look, shall we? Okay, so coming in, we're greeted with the kitchen first, and this is the yard. Okay, we'll explore that a little bit more later. And let's have a taste of this sea view. My God, this is very, very amazing. Okay, one of the nice detail touch up for this room type is actually generally all of the condo here is that they use the glass railing, so you can enjoy the whole sea view over here. Okay, so let's go back in and have a look at the space. Living room, adequately, not too big and not too small. Okay, so this would be the dining area. Okay, you can see they outline it very well. A very squarish space for you to put a 4-seater dining area, and this is very definitely your bar counter. You can put up a bar counter, or you want to put countertop, put your coffee machine, and this is the kitchen area. So this kitchen area actually gives you a creative space for you to design a closed kitchen if you want to. And this will be the yard, so this is where you will put your washing machine and everything else. Okay, so likewise, 2-bed 2-bath, it's a dumbbell shape. So why is it the dumbbell shaped room type? Because it gives more privacy for each of the room stayers. So this is the master bedroom. Okay, adequate space, not too big. Okay, and let's have a look at the smaller bedroom. Also quite an adequate space, and you're given with an additional bay window area. Okay, so one of the nice thing about this room type is similarly it has everything compact in a small space. Adding on with a very nice sea view as well over here. Not only you get to see some greenery, you get to see some city building, and during the evening time you also get to enjoy the sunset here. Okay, and this room type is very lifestyle, and it is also a very good room type to do investment for Airbnb or long-term stay. Okay, so that's it for the room type, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, next up, we will be visiting one of the most peculiar room type I've ever seen, and you might have never seen this kind of room type before because it has 3 balconies. So what we're looking at is this room type F. Okay, you can see there's 1, 2, 3 balcony, and there's 2 views, so you get to enjoy double the view in one single unit. So without further ado, let's go ahead and have a look. Okay, and this is the type F. Alright, so let me open the balcony. So this is the major balcony. You can see it's very long, so it lets you be able to put your chair, put a coffee table, and you get to enjoy the view here. It's not much for now, but you still get some of the sea view here, and then you still get to see some like the city view over here. I promise you, at night, looking at this direction, you get to enjoy one of the most wonderful views in Johor Bahru. Okay, so this is the living room. The thing I like about the living room is that it's very wide for this one. Okay, and then that's the kitchen over there. The kitchen will be relatively smaller. Okay, you can put your dining area over here, or you can make like a bar counter over here. Okay, all right. So let's move on. Let's have a look at the other 2 balconies, shall we? Okay. So this is the one of the balcony, smaller balcony. It is attached to this small room. So you can see as I open the door, you can see the massive breeze that I received because I opened the balcony at the living room right there, and the moment I open this here, the breeze could come in all the way. Okay, so this is the perk of this room type. So over here you can enjoy the sea view here. Okay, you can make this study room or anything else you like. And this is the common bathroom. The common bathroom is a bit dark for this one. And this is the second bedroom. Okay. All right. So here's the master bedroom. Let's have a look. And the master bedroom, you're also given with a massive balcony like that. Okay. Let's have a bit of taste how it's like. Okay, to give some comment on this room type, this is definitely a lifestyle type of a room type. But in Johor Bahru, we have concrete data that shows this room type is also great for short stay rent out. So the strategy for you here, if you are to buy this room type, is that you can rent it out during days you are not here, and when you are coming back, you want to live here as a vacation house, you can block out the time and then you can enjoy the vacation part as well. So you kind of get both of the benefits of owning this house, both living in it and getting some moolah out of it. All right, so let's move on to another room type, shall we? So now we have arrived at the 3-bedroom type. This would be the type E. So type E is one of the most favorited room type because it's the most functional, most practical, and the most bathroom room type. Okay, so without further ado, let's go and have a look, shall we? Okay, so this is we're coming in, and this is the foyer plus yard. Okay, combined all together. This will be the yard, and this will be the foyer. This is where you put your washing machine, your shoe rack, and everything else. Okay, and then this is an open area, and later I'll tell you why is it an open area. Okay, so come on in, and we're greeted with an open kitchen. And this is the living room and the balcony. So same as always, this time of the month is especially breezy. Okay, so the direction here would be a little bit of, you get to see a bit of the west sun over here. Okay, one of the perks here is that you get to enjoy the sunset, and one of the cons here is that you'll be a teeny weeny bit of hot during the afternoon. Okay, so same as always, big balcony, put whatever you want here. Okay, living room is like that. Okay, so all these are given by the developer as well, some electrical appliances. Okay, and then let's go back to why I talk about the yard being an open area. So you can notice that the balcony over here, if I open it, you can see so much wind is coming in. You can see a little bit of my shirt and a little bit of my hair. It's floating. Okay, it's because I opened this area and then the wind can ventilate. So this is one of the very nice thing about this room type. Okay, and let's enter the dormitory area. So this is the first bedroom. Now first bedroom. Okay, so one thing I forgot to tell you guys is that this room type has 3 bed and 3 bath. So there's 2 bedroom which have an ensuite bathroom. So this is one of them, and another one of them is the master bedroom over here. So master bedroom, you get this full view, sea view. Amazing. Okay, and the living room is actually, I'm sorry, the master bedroom is relatively wide as well. You can see here, and here's the bathroom. Let's have a glance. Okay, and here is the study area. Lovely. Okay, the study area, although I can see some buildings here, but it's still a very open area. It's still a very open area. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for the 3 bed, 3 bath. So one of the good thing about this bedroom is that if you are buying for long-term stay, this is very functional and very practical because yard is given and the kitchen is quite big as well. Okay, so very suitable for retirement and all that. Okay, let's just say if you want to do rent out for this unit, it's actually very nice as well. Some people here, they like to do sublet with this room type. That means partition some area to become a room. For example, this living room, I put a partition over here and this will become a room and I rent it out. Okay, why can they do so? Because they have sufficient amount of bathroom over here. So this is one of the potential of the living of this room type. All right. Okay. So right now we have arrived at the final last mega room type, which is the 3+1 type, which is 1,400 square feet. This one would have the biggest and the most amazing view. Okay, so let's go and have a look. You can already feel the breeze coming in. So first you're greeted with this gigantic open space kitchen. It gives you an idea to build an island over here. Okay, so that's on personal preference. Okay, and this is the living room. You can put maybe like an L-shaped sofa over here. And this is the view that you will be given. Okay, wow, look at this. This is amazing. You can see some greenery. That is Singapore. Okay, that is one of the reserved wetlands of Singapore, Sungai Buloh. Okay, and this is an amazing view. Okay, that's all I can say. And all right, balcony, way larger than any other type. So let's explore some of the rooms, shall we? So the +1 would be the maid room, will be over there. We will see it later. And let's have a look at the dormitories. Bedroom, this is the master bedroom. Okay, very huge and amazing view. You get this L-shaped window here. Not only you get to see the sea view, you get to see some of the facility view as well. Okay, so that's it for the master bedroom. Now here's the second bedroom, sorry. Second bedroom, ensuite bedroom. Basically all of the bedroom here are ensuite. And this is the guest room. Guest room will be over here. Pretty big as well. Make your guests satisfied. Okay. And over here will be the yard and the maid room. This is the yard. So similarly, the yard functions as a ventilating area. You open this up, you can see there's a breeze coming in. You can feel it. Maid room over here. Okay. Depends on you. You can make this a storage area as well. So who is this for? Who is this for, this room type? So this one will be more of retirement, and if you're used to living in a gigantic room type, this would be okay. Okay, it will be a very nice retirement room type because it's also given a maid room. So this maid room will be your servant, okay, to help out to help you out, okay, during the house chores and everything. Okay, so that's it for all the room type. So that's it for you guys. Today we have seen a couple magnificent room type, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and 3+1 room, and all of them are sea view. So you might be wondering, how's the price like over here? Okay, so the price here varies, depends on whether you're buying a non-sea view or sea view one. For those that you saw just now, the pricing is from 650,000 to the most expensive, around 1.4 million ringgit for the biggest room type. All right, so let's talk a bit more about what's up with buying over here. Okay, so the good thing about buying here is that you get this complete unblocked sea view, because it's not possible that there's going to be any block here, and you get very nice amenities downstairs because there's so many commercial lots. You can see my other videos, we have shown it before, and there's also supermarket, there's bars, and then if you want to travel to the custom without driving a vehicle yourself, there's a shuttle bus there as well. Okay, how about the downside of buying here? Because this building is actually a little bit old. It's from 2017. Okay, so surely there's going to be some defects that's not going to be very good to look at when you buy here. So there's some touch-up that you want to do. But the good thing is they're selling at the lowest and the cheapest price by per square feet compared to the whole JB CIQ area. Okay, so if you would like to learn more about this project, you can come and DM me with my link below. That's my phone number. So see you guys soon. Bye bye.